Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Greetings. We are here in the lab. And a special night. We got Coach Fritz here. Coach Tisha, she kind of disappeared. But then we got the owner of our Savannah Hurricanes, our brother, one of the great people that we have right here in the city of Savannah throughout the entire country. And he not only is he a great person, but he is also... I'm frozen. Oh my God. Coach Charles Morris is here too. Coach Charles Morris is here. But I'm going to get back to the great person. And I'm going to say this to our brother, Lindsey Streeter. Please excuse Coach Charles Morris and Julius Hall and the rest of the Tompkins Wolverine. Please excuse them. Our brother, Lindsey Streeter, glad to have you with us here on Ebony Sports Reporters. We say to all of y'all, share. And again, I need to do this right here. I got first, before we get into it with our brother, the owner of Savannah Hurricanes, Lindsey Streeter, got to do this right here because it's something, like I say, it's a special time here in the city of Savannah. It's a special time because he's going to elaborate more on it.
Hey, Dr. Jamal, I appreciate the opportunity to be here, man. And it's great to share with you, man, and brother Julius, man. It's always a pleasure, man. I see you posted a flyer there, man. Yeah, we partnered with Good Elementary, man, to help them to raise some funds and bring some awareness to the things that they're doing over there at that school, man. A lot of diversity there, man. It gives us an opportunity to put my players in front of some Hispanic kids, man, and try to impart some wisdom and guidance in them. Any opportunity, man, to put the players in touch with youth in a positive light, we're trying to operate, man. So it is a great time. It's a great time because I think the last time you had us on the show, we shared a little bit about the vision and things we want to accomplish. I was coming into our second season. Year one, we wanted to be competitive, and we wanted to put the league on notice that little Savannah has some talent, and we're not to be played with. And then year two, we cranked it up a bit. We got knocked out in the playoffs last year. We felt as if we had a little bit more gas in the tank, and this year we wanted to win. The goal was to win, and here we are at the Final Four, one game from the championship. We signed up to host the Final Four this year, walking out on faith and believing that we would be in the Final Four and not just passing out chips and popcorn in the bleachers as the host. And here we are, man, on Saturday. We're going to face a tough Fredericksburg Grizzlies team that we split games with. They were our only loss this season.
Yes, sir.
I can avenge that loss in front of 2,000 people, man, max capacity at Beach High. And now they're back in town again. And we got to play them again, man. And it's going to be a hard-fought game, a doubleheader with 2 teams from the north playing first at 12 o'clock on Saturday. And then we have the game right after that against the Grizzlies. And the 2 winners will play the next day on Sunday for the championship, man. And we want to bring a ring to this city, man. The players are hungry. They are on fire. And they're feeling the pride and the love from the city, man. And you've been with us day one, man. You've been with us. You're wearing the colors. You got your jersey on, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I appreciate the support, man, from this.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah.
I want me a ring too.
We'll get you a ring.
You just can't get one and nobody else from Tompkins.
Nope. Julius is off there. What about Coach Fritz, man? With Coach Morris? What about them guys?
Pick a jersey number 3.
All right. Coach Fritz,
First of all, numbers.
and Coach
yeah.
Morris, they can get
need one, too.
okay. All right.
I'm gonna get
All right,
one. I
you
need
get a
one.
ring. You get a ring, Coach Charles. Okay.
Don't talk about Julius in his absence now. Don't talk about the Wolverines now. And another thing, before we get to it, man, why did you bite Bernard's finger, man?
The opinion of Coach Charles Morris, the opinion of Coach Charles Morris, and not the opinion of every sports reporter. The slander and the libel that goes on. But Brother Lindsey, when you can continue and let the folks know what time they need to be there, how can they get tickets, what they need to do, and anything else you're going to impart with regards to Saturday and Sunday. Coach Charles Morris. See, that's what.
Hey, Coach, the first game is going to be 12 o'clock on Saturday. That's the two teams from the north battling it out to see who's going to the championship. The second game that we're playing in will start about 2 o'clock, somewhere around in there. And so the tickets are on our website at www.savannahhurricanes.com. But for everyone that's listening, man, your listening audience, man, I got a ticket for them. So they just need to get with you, provide their name, and you get me that name, those names. I'll leave a list at the door, and I'll leave some tickets at the door at will call for them. And we play at Beach High School's Russell Ellington Sports Complex over at Beach. So be there at 12 o'clock. Come on in and enjoy some basketball on us as part of our partnership with the Ebony Sports Reporters. And we're in there, man. And you can also purchase tickets at SavannahHurricanes.com.
And y'all just heard that. You contact us, the owner of Savannah Hurricanes, and that's why it's always powerful to have us around to do things. And he said, bam, you have your name at will call, you have a ticket because of Ebony Sports Reporters. That's why we've been so honored to be a part of them. We saw the first signing that they did. We were right there. And so, again, we are absolutely proud of them, proud of the work that they're doing, because they're not just doing it with regards to being selfish, they're being selfless with regards to this right here. Being involved in the community and the fundraiser. I'm going to put the fundraiser back up again for y'all go and see. This is for Gould Elementary here in Savannah. Y'all can see that.
Now, they have a code. The way this works is you go on our site. You want to support Gould. You go on our site. It has a coupon code. It gives you a 10% discount. Their code is Gators. You put Gators in, it gives them a discount. And then we're going to make a contribution back to that school, to their youth department there at the school. So that's what this is all about.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So that's why I was going to start with Coach Charles Morris, but we're going to see Coach Fritz. Anything you want to say with regard to this right here?
Congratulations, my man. Keep doing what you're doing. We're not in Savannah. We're upstate. We're up north, but one day we're going to have to come down and see that. I do want my jersey number 3. I don't know about the rings, but
we'll get you a jersey, man. What size you want?
Extra large.
XL number 3. What name you want on it?
Ooh.
You're giving him too many options.
You're giving me too many options. You're giving me too many options. Do me a favor. Put big A. Just put big A.
Big A. Okay.
Yeah.
And you want our white like Dr. Jamal? You want the black? You want
the black.
You want the black? Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the black. I gotta be a little bit different, and then I'll rock it on the show.
All right.
Good to me.
All right. Yeah, we got a couple of local artists that are traveling and wearing our stuff all over the country. So it's pretty nice to see shouting us out from different airports and other places. And one guy's going to be performing in Dallas, Texas, and wearing our stuff this weekend. So,
well, that's good.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Trust me. I wear it up here. I got a little girl. Her name is Savannah. So every time she see me wear Savannah State or something Savannah, I gotta get her a little shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I got people up here that sees the Savannah. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. So where you at, Coach?
New York.
Okay. Yeah, I used to live in Brooklyn. About
Right, go Brooklyn, baby.
yeah. I was at Fort Hamilton, and so I
Ooh,
worked in Manhattan, and yeah, man, it was a good time.
Nice.
good times. Oh, nice to hear that.
Yeah.
So, Coach Tisha, you got
Coach Tisha.
Yes. Well, he took my number, so of course I can't wear another number other than that. So
You can.
I'll just wear his. That's all.
No.
Do 43 and a half. Do what number you did, Coach?
He did 3.
I did 3.
Do 3.5.
Oh no, he can do 3.5.
No, 3 is my number when I played. 3 is significant for me.
Listen, my line number is 3, and I wear no other number but it.
Well, I'm sure it won't say Big A on the back, so what's up with the number? It don't matter.
Well, my first name begins with an A.
Well, you ain't gonna say Big A.
It can. I don't mind.
Listen, that's a copycat. Big A.
Say?
No, I don't know. What should I put on there?
Your Delta thing or nope. Whatever.
You can put
Jackson.
Yeah, you can put Jackson on it.
Okay.
You want the black?
No, I want the blue.
The white.
Yeah, the white one, the blue and white like Jay got on.
Okay. Yeah, I have to order these. They have to be made, you know.
Yeah, extra large is good.
XL, okay.
And so now, sadly, we move on to Coach Charles Morris. Anything he want to say, anything he want to share, because Coach Charles Morris, he's gonna make sure he gonna represent for his people. Go ahead, Coach Charles.
Coach Jackson, where you located?
I'm located in Savannah, Georgia.
No, Coach Jackson.
We're in Queens, New York.
Oh, you're in Queens. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. From Brooklyn, but live in Queens.
Yeah, same.
Okay. And
all right, yeah, Coach, great job, man. Couple of guys on your team, man, like Khalil Hughes, he played with my son in the Elite 8, and Sinclair, I played with Sinclair on the park a couple of times, man. Very talented guy, man. Both of these guys, I watched these guys, man, and they're very awesome, man. I love the team, man. I watch a couple of games, man, and I just love what y'all doing in Savannah and what y'all bringing to Savannah. So just keep doing what you're doing, man, and you got our support, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. You know, we try to get guys that not only can play some basketball, but got some kind of character about them because.
Hey.
Can't hear him.
Your volume, we can't hear you. Brother Lindsey, we can't hear you.
Volume.
We can't.
You don't see it. You don't realize, Jay.
Text it. You only could hear 2 people.
All right, let me.
Two people. You can hear me, Coach?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
He might not can see you.
And we got some other people in too. That's why we want to see who they can come on in. We can. All right.
He just went out.
Mm-hmm. He may have started over.
He's gonna start over. Where's Mr. Julius Hall?
He's at City Council.
Okay.
So that's
Oh.
we have some others. That's why I'm trying to see who the others. Well, again, I'll put this up. As you all can see, there is a fundraiser that's for Gould Elementary that's here in Chatham County in Savannah, that when you go and you come to the game, you support the game, what will then occur using a QR code, you will then be able to have some money donated to school, Gould Elementary, with regards to coming from the Savannah Hurricanes. And so that's why we love the Hurricanes, because of the work that they're doing in our community and that they're standing up, looking out for the people. And so what we're going to do also, we're going to hope that Brother Lindsey will be able to come back in with us. And Coach Stud in the house. Glad to have you, Coach Stud.
Thank you there. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's
And
Got a little feedback.
you got a little feedback going on.
let me do this right here.
I don't know.
We'll do the same thing like we did before with regards to when Coach Stud, when we're not talking, we'll mute you with regards to that. And so it looks like Lindsey is still in the screen, but then what we're going to do in the meantime, that there's another fundraiser for another school here in Chatham County, and that is Savannah High School. Savannah High School versus Tucker High School. And this is for the Marching Blue Jackets. This is for the band. And that's April 20th. Again, we are doing this for Savannah High School. We say support them. Contact us for more information. And it's also on social media with regards to, again, the Battle of the Bands. Again, Tucker High School and also Savannah High School. We believe in supporting our community, and that's what we're glad to have everyone here tonight. Again, Lindsey Streeter, owner of Savannah Hurricanes, and also being to share this with regards to Savannah High, the real blue and white, the real blue and white, the real blue and white.
Really? Always.
Low blow.
Oh no! I apologize. I apologize. And so again, every sports reporters, and we are here. And so what we're going to do, Coach Stud, how are you doing, Coach Stud? Hold on, let me do this right here. Go ahead. We had to unmute you. Go ahead, Coach Stud. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to see everyone. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, and
Hey, how
Coach
you doing,
Charles
man?
Morris. Keep grinding.
Good to see you, Coach.
Thank you there, man. Good to see you also.
So what we're going to do, we got some, because again, we're going to get into some things with regards to March Madness was preceding, but we got some motivation for y'all. We got some motivation. We figure y'all need motivation because, again, we got Savannah Hurricanes. We're going to have some motivation here for you all tonight. Motivation.
Agora só restou do amor uma palavra.
Whoa. Want it all, I won't leave a breadcrumb.
So,
wow.
Guess what? The summer is about to hit us. The spring about to hit us. That's motivation. You can do it too. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can do it too. That's why motivation. They say, hey, you can do the same thing. Don't say I did that. Because see, if it's Julius Hall here, Coach Julius Hall, he would say, I did that when I was such and such and so. So when I was at Tompkins, that's what he was going to say. But again, we're throwing it out there. Motivation. That's what you can do. Healthy living. That's what's going on. So again, Coach Charles Morris, what's your thoughts with regards to how people need to begin to take care of themselves?
Well, it's funny that you put that up because I have started my little walk now around Daphne Park, man. I do 2 laps around there, man. I'm on my 5th day, man. So, and it's very important that we consider our health, man. You know what I mean? But that clip. Man, I'll tell you, man, I'm gonna have to go put my knee braces on, man. They're really hurting right now when I see that. But that's just amazing, man. Jamal, I'd like to see you do that. Yeah, that's really amazing.
I'll do that on the next show next week. I'll do that on the show next week. I'll show y'all.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
And I'm gonna do it at Justice League headquarters at Julius Hall's house. I'm gonna do it right there so y'all see.
You make sure you send me an invite.
Oh, well, absolutely.
I'm gonna buy my ticket and get to Savannah for that one.
Oh yeah, I'll be in Savannah for that one. I gotta see that.
So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts?
That was great motivation. It looked unreal. It hurt me by watching it for the first time, but I had to go back and look at. I actually looked at that 4 times. That was great motivation there. The human body. I was wondering, do she have any bones?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that was amazing there, though.
Exactly. That's amazing and
And my brother Jack Silas, he said again, Coach Charles Moore. What did he say?
That looked good, awesome and painful. Oh man,
Coach Tisha.
Listen, kudos to her and anybody else that can get the moves done. I mean, all the healthiest of health, I wouldn't even try. But I would definitely buy my plane ticket to come see you. I don't want to see no video. I need to see you do that in person.
I can do it.
Oh, you right.
First thing first, my back started to pain. I was like, oh my God. So I gotta get myself, that's highly motivation for me. Just like Jack Silas said, make sure you call 911 because I do that. Every 911. I agree with Coach Morris. Knee brace, back brace, everything copper fit, you know. Just put those on and I'll probably get to a certain point. The rest of it, that's not happening.
All right. Okay. Well, we're looking at March Madness, and we're going to got HBCUs involved in March Madness. HBCUs, Jackson State women, swag, they're right there. And then Grambling pulled it off with regard to Montana State. Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
Great for the Jackson State. They're going to come in. The only thing is they facing UConn. I just want them to do a good show and perform to the best of their abilities. And Grambling, great comeback, great win for them. Great win.
Congratulations.
Right.
I was a little surprised with Grambling. I was shocked. But kudos to them. Good job.
Okay. Coach Charles Morris.
Yeah, I watched the game last night. I was amazed about Grambling comeback last night, man. It was awesome, man. They never gave up. They just fought and kept playing. And on the Jackson State, man, shouts out to the young lady Tamika Reed, man. She went out and got some people and some players that can help this young lady, Adrian, which is their leading scorer, who was the MVP in the SWAC. So our shouts out to her, but just like you said, they facing a big task with UConn, man. But that's going to be my Cinderella team. I know I'm jumping to the conclusion, but Jackson State's going to be my Cinderella team. I like that.
All right. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts?
Let's give a big shout out to the Grambling State Tigers first. They got down, they showed resiliency, and they fought back and ended up winning the game. I was very proud of them, and I'm sure Eddie Robinson Sr. was also. Let's go with Jackson State. This is one of the beauties of college basketball. Regardless of your conference, you can play your way into the tournament. Unlike the football side where you have to be one of the Power 5 conferences and still can get left out like my Seminoles did. But Jackson State, they in there. Let's see what they can do. Just like Coach Fritz says, just let them make a good showing. You know, they're going to have their work cut out Saturday against them UConn Huskies. But, hey, they're there. They're at the big dance, as we like to say.
All right. And so now we move on to this. March Madness. And we're looking at the women's side right now. What's your thoughts? What is the hardest and the easiest regions, and any other thoughts that you got with regard to that? What's going on with regards to the regions? Who got the hardest ones? Who got the easiest way to go? And any other thoughts that you all might have with regards to that? Any Cinderellas, anything like that? And we're going to go to Coach Stud.
I got one. Oh, the South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm pulling for her. I want her to win because I want her to do what Pat Summitt done at Tennessee. I want her to surpass them records there. So, Coach Staley, I'm pulling for her. I want her to continue to run through. It's going to be tough with their star player out, but hopefully they can get her back before they get to the Sweet 16. I'm on the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Okay. And we now come to Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz. What do you see? Hardest, easiest regions, and Cinderellas, and any other thoughts that you got with regard to the March Madness?
I don't keep up with it as much as he does. I'm definitely going for Dawn Staley, of course. Now I'm watching her games, but I don't know.
I filled out the brackets, and the way the brackets was turning up, it's gonna be South Carolina, LSU in the Final Four, Iowa. So they're gonna make sure that rematch happen between LSU and Iowa again. So that's gonna bring. I'm more interested in the girls this year than I've ever been, because the men I can't even say anything about the men's this year, but the women they have finally arrived. They have put their name, their stamps, everything. So the only I see Nevada as being the sleeper, the Cinderella, but I have a feeling South Carolina, they're gonna come off. She got a whole bunch of young studs that's gonna make sure that they have a nice nucleus, nice team, everything. And the girl is only out for the one game.
Yeah, she's just out for one game.
Yep.
Cardosa.
Yep. This is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be much watch TV. Congrats to the women's. They are showing out this year. It's more competitive. It's more names. It's more swag. It's like what the men's used to be like.
Right.
Okay. And again, Coach Charles Morris, Coach Fritz said it, that again, it appears that women basketball collegiately is more exciting than the men's basketball this year right now. Are we seeing that turn? Because again, people look at prior seasons, and so it's just continuing to grow. So, but what's your thoughts with regards to hardest region, easiest region, Cinderella's, any other thoughts that you got?
I'm like Coach Fritz say, man. I watched a little bit of men's, but the women's, they are really, standing out now. I'm looking for the rematch with South Carolina and LSU, because I'm going with my girl, man, Flage, man, because this gonna be her breakout game to me, man. I see her because she's gonna remember the incident that happened at the game, and she's just gonna come in and just come on fire, man, and she's just gonna take over and bring that trophy back to Savannah once again, man. But South Carolina, shouts out to South Carolina. It's gonna be hard beating South Carolina, and we can't count Iowa out either, man. With that girl Clark, man, I think she can play in the NBA, man. The way she shoots, man. She probably can't take none of them rough picks, but she can play in the NBA, man. My thoughts, man. I'm going with LSU, man. That's
all right. So now we make the transition to the men's. What's your thoughts with regard to the men's? What do you foresee, Coach Charles Morris?
Oh, my team is the Tar Heels, man. I'm going with the Tar Heels, man, all day long, man. We are awesome, man. I think we play UConn, if I'm not mistaken, man. So I think we could take UConn out, man. I was always a North Carolina. I'm washing my shirt, so that's why I wasn't able to put my North Carolina shirt late morning. So, North Carolina Tar Heels is my team, man. Always been my team, man. And my sleeper team is Stetson, man. I like Stetson, man.
Okay.
Because we had two guys from Savannah. I don't know if y'all remember, Michael Reddick went to Johnson, and Glenn Myrick. Both of them guys went to Stetson back in the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and root for Stetson, man. I like that as a Cinderella team.
Okay. All right. So we now go to. All right, bear with me for a second. About to unmute Coach Stud. Coach Stud.
I like the East bracket, and I got a dog horse with the Auburn Tigers. I just feel like they big inside, and I'm picking Auburn to win the championship. I know a lot of people in North Carolina, your UConns, your Houstons. I'm gonna go with the Auburn Tigers.
So
Look at that.
So hold up. If I'm hearing things correctly, Coach Stud is not saying that Auburn's going to take it. If I'm hearing correctly, so I'm going to unmute him. So that just to get that clarification on that.
That is correct. I like Auburn.
It's been said on Ebony Sports Reporters, Coach Stud. That's what Coach Stud is saying. So guess what? We're going to flow with it from here. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
It's all him.
Okay, my dark horse, one of the teams I picked was Oregon. They got a kid from Africa, the center. He's back. He's balling. The main guys. Everybody's there. They got the those that was on injury. They had injury. They're back and they balling. So now, I picked my brackets, and UConn. I'm from North. I seen UConn do their thing. They're the defending champ. They got the hardest division. Auburn is in that division. They're like letting everybody know, come see us. Oh, one more team that y'all got to watch out for. Nebraska got a Chinese Kyrie and Steph Curry playing. His father played professional basketball in China, Japanese in Japan, and his mother was an athlete. And I saw some clips on him. He is balling. They put him as Kyrie Irving and then Steph, and disrespectful shooting the three and walking away like he's Steph. That was woof. That was must see. That's must see. So I have him in my bracket as as one of those Cinderella teams, because how are you gonna put a box and one on that? How are you gonna zone that? You can't. That's gonna be fun to see.
All right. So now we're gonna come to the coaches. That all you are, we say share. And in fact, I forgot what we need to do. Actually, we need to go to a commercial, because Coach Julius Hall probably been sending me a text message. We're not going to a commercial. Miss Producer, we want to go to a commercial right now, then come back to the coaches' film session.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
This is Ebony Sports Reporters, and we have with us Coach Stud, Coach Charles Morris, Coach Teacher, and Coach Fritz. I guess they went out because, again, it's the coaches' film session right here. So we're going to go into the film session with regards to, and this is tied to the NBA. So, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, what is that? Coach, what is that? Because again, this is y'all film session.
That's me screaming at the TV like, y'all don't see them walking? What are y'all doing? What are y'all looking at?
I'm like, that's not a walk. That's not a travel. There's some players they don't call that on. I see Luka do it. Jordan Poole, you saw his whole highlights.
I mean, but those just be like straight 5-10 steps. It's beyond a walk.
Now there's some that happen so fast, like the John Morant. It happens so fast, or Kyrie Irving or Luka. It happens so fast that you don't see it. But when that dude replays it and do it in slow motion, you get a chance to see it. Oh my God.
I mean, sometimes the refs are standing right there, and you like, dude, you really gonna tell me you didn't see that?
They're not gonna.
Stevie Wonder looking at it. How you don't see it, and you right there with them?
LeBron's not gonna do that. They're not gonna call that on LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of those little episodes you showed definitely are some that I've been screaming at the TV about.
And it needs to be rectified, because that's like a walk. You got palming. They hold
double dribble.
Like,
what is this?
Palming, holding the ball, discontinuing. Then they looking at the fan, pointing to the fans, and then they still going. It's just
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So,
hold up, I'm not you, Jamal. You do that?
What?
I need your opinion. Okay,
Never.
just making sure. Making
Never.
sure.
Never.
That's the only way he gonna get his buckets.
What?
I was just about to come to you.
Because you know that's how they do down there. Hey, light as you take it, that's how they do in Jenkins.
Ooh.
Not the high school, baby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call any names, any of the players that did it, but
the opinion of Coach Charles Morris, merely the opinion of Coach Charles Morris, and not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reports, nor the Herschel B. Jenkins High School Warriors.
He had a delay.
Coach Stud, you have the floor right now.
I recall one time when Michael Jordan was at the University of North Carolina, Coach Dean Smith at that time had sat down with some referees because they was calling traveling on Jordan, and he said actually Jordan wasn't traveling, he was moving too fast for the human eye. I'm sure Coach Charles Morris remember that incident there. But anyway, the NBA gonna favor certain players. You're a marquee player, they gonna let you get away with things that they won't let, a mediocre player get away with. And we just learned to live with it. I call so much traveling in the palm, and oh man. Yeah. That just ridiculous. Like some people say Ray Charles saw that, but that's just the way the game is. They bias towards certain players, and they favor all home teams in the league. Yeah. Yep, it just
for
the
New York.
Except for your teams, of course.
Except for New York.
All right. So we now go to Coach Charles Morris.
Yes, man. The NBA is getting ridiculous with it, man. Just like Coach Stubbs said, man, they favor some of these players, man, and it's ridiculous, man. I just don't understand. Sometimes I think the referee just get caught up in the moment just watching the game. But just like Coach Tisha and Chris say, man, they're right by the play and by the guys dribbling the ball and palming it. Why is it not? It is too much, man. Just like they favor the team, the home team, they favor the players. You can get a player with a no-name player, and if you do that, they're gonna call it every time.
Yep.
They were calling it on white chocolate.
Yep. And so now we come to another favorite of them in Brooklyn. We now come to this clip right here.
Speaking of that fast and Robin, and how difficult or not difficult is it playing, kind of just giving some light to that situation?
Yeah, man, Ramadan is a special month, so it's a special time, and yeah, it's just you try not to think about the suffering too much and really focus on the journey with God and the path that you're on, and just stay focused on that and stay disciplined. It's a difficult journey, and to be able to play 48 minutes and not do it with having a drink or any food in my stomach is nothing short of a miracle. So there's definitely a universal God out there that's protecting me, and I got to give credit to him.
Sorry.
Kleba to inbound. Kleba looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving! Just absurd!
That is one of the nastiest games I have seen in a while, and to have that type of finish from Kyrie Irving.
And some people are asking the questions about that with regards to Kyrie, and this is what's happening with him. So he is fasting. So Coach Charles Morris, when people look and saw what he did and did that without eating and drinking, what's your thoughts with regards to all of that?
Awesome. I mean, he had to be truly focused, man, and not worrying about whatever he drink and eat, because if you know, I walk 3 miles and I need something to drink. For him to be awesome, man, and then to understand his religion and what he's standing for, I commend Kyrie Irving for what he done. And for him to shoot that shot, that reminded me of 2 players, and both of them are Lakers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson at clutch time. Awesome shot, man, and for him to be a right-hand player to shoot it with his left, he had no other choice but to make that shot. Because, you know what I mean? It's like I say, what he's staying for at Ramadan, man, you know, I respect Kyrie Irving, what he doing, what he did. Much up to Kyrie Irving.
All right. Coach Stud.
I watched that game in its entirety, and I enjoyed it. I loved the outcome of it, especially the shot with the left hand. First person I saw do that was Hakeem Olajuwon. He's with the Houston Rockets. And then Coach Rudy Tomjanovich talked about he was doing Ramadan and he hadn't eaten or drinking anything and wasn't going to eat or drink anything during the game. And kudos to those guys, man. Yeah. To stay with their religion and still come and perform at a high level. Like Coach Charles say, he walked 3 miles, he have to drink. I walk 1 mile, I'm trying to drink, so I'm drinking while I'm walking it. Yeah, but that was awesome there, man.
All right.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
You know, I am a diehard Kyrie fan. And those that follow Kyrie knows, to me personally, during Ramadan, he always comes out with, there's always a very special play during that time frame. It's like, you know, if anybody knows anything about fasting, you'd be surprised. You get your most energy when you're fasting.
Yes.
That's the kind of energy that comes from definitely the Most High, because you have nothing in your system, but yet you're so focused. Your strength is so in abundance. So that was, I probably sent Jay that clip probably 100 times because I was like, oh my God, do you see this man? How great. He doesn't get enough credit, honestly. I'm a Net fan, but I was glad when he left the Nets because I don't think they appreciated him. And I'm a Net fan, but I am not necessarily a Mavericks fan, but I root for them because of Kyrie. And Kyrie Irving he's great.
So that was a great shot. That a lot of players have played with the fasting and the Ramadan stuff, like Hakeem Olajuwon, Mahmoud, or if your people don't know who Mahmoud is, Chris Jackson, check it out, because he was lights out. You know, before he got blackballed, he was lights out. He was Kyrie before Kyrie. You know, he was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. You know, so look at Mahmoud or Chris Jackson, whichever one you want to say, but I know him as Mahmoud.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's still shooting it like that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy though?
Still.
That's what you call God-given talent.
That's
and
right.
They, you know, when they're doing that, they focus on their inner. When they have that relationship with God and they focus in on their inner being, they draw strength from that. Especially when you fasting. If you fast, you think you'll be, you know, out of gas. You won't be able to do it, but it can be done. Trust me.
Just real quick, to focus on Mahmoud, if you even look at his journey as to everything he went through, And the fact that God still showed him favor in the end, come on. You can't help but be like, give that man his props.
You got to see his documentary.
Yeah.
I sat there. I watched him. I know him when he was at LSU. And, that's when college basketball was everything for us back then. And just to watch the documentary, I was like, oh, no, I'm going to sit down, watch this documentary. It was a very informative documentary. And, he's doing podcasts. He's teaching kids now. It's more of a positive level for him.
But he still got that footwork.
And he still do have that footwork.
Yes.
And so just to share this with you, so that's why I'm so glad that Coach Julius Hall is not here. Because I pledged during Ramadan. I had pledged during Ramadan last year. I pledged. That was some people that said, yo, we found respect for you. When we found you pledged during Ramadan when it was hot. That's why I pledged. So that's why some stuff I just don't take for people. Because I said, I know what I went through. And I'm so glad that y'all understand how divine I am because I went through that. Thank you, Coach Charles Morris. Yeah.
That's right. Did they know the story about where Julius found you at?
Mute him. We're gonna move on now. We're gonna move to the
story.
You know the story.
I don't have to tell y'all.
No, you don't need to tell the story. Okay, no, you don't need to tell the story. But somebody else moving on too. Justin Fields gone from the Bears. He is now in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields. And some say there are winners and losers in all this right here. So Coach Fritz and Coach Tisha, who you see as winners and losers in all this right here? Justin Fields.
I mean, Justin Fields is the winner for me in all of this when it comes to the Bears. Who wants to be with someone who don't want them? I mean, you know what you got. You don't know what you're getting. So it's like I'm glad he went to Pittsburgh. That's one of my teams. I don't have as many as Mr. Hall has, but the Steelers is definitely one of my teams. So I'm glad he went there. I think him and Russell are gonna do great work together.
Pittsburgh won. Tomlin won. Mike Tomlin won. Pittsburgh won. Justin Fields won. He needed to get out of there. That was toxic poison. You want to be someplace that they want you. And he's going to learn from Russell, and it's going to help him elevate his career. And when Pittsburgh faced Chicago and he puts it on Chicago, that's going to be like, this is what happened. This is what you're missing out on.
I really don't want them to get.
They were messing his career up. They was messing up his career.
What's the first round pick guy?
Caleb Williams.
I really don't want him to go to the Bears. I don't think they really know when they get good players. They don't give them the molding that they need. They don't surround them with the right people to elevate them. And I think that another African-American kid with a wasted career. So I really don't want him to go there, but
he should do what Eli did. I'm not going to play there. I do RG3.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I'm not going to play there. I'll go play where I want to play.
But they get away with stuff like that. Us don't get away with that. So
rule change.
Right.
So we now come to Coach Stud.
The winner was the Pittsburgh Steelers. The loser was the Chicago Bears. It's good for Justin Fields to get out of that toxic environment. He's in Pittsburgh now with the NFL longest tenure coach. He's got him a head coach now who knows how to use his talents. He's a special kind of player. He been dealt a bad hand now his whole tenure in Chicago. He just didn't have the right offensive coordinators or the right head coach. He will excel. He's going to be put in a position to excel now. And it's going to be a big one, and he can revive his career and do what we all look for Justin Fields to do. Young man out of Kennesaw, Georgia.
That's right.
So Coach Charles Morris.
I think the winner in this is Justin Fields also, man, because in Chicago, he didn't have a quarterback with much experience to show him how to be an NFL quarterback in the NFL. But by him going to Pittsburgh, one of the teams that I hate, congratulate him because he has a quarterback and Russell Wilson that he can learn, a Super Bowl champion, a playoff champion, somebody who's been there, who has the ups and downs of the NFL as being a quarterback. So I think it's a good, fit for Justin Field. The loser in this is also a Chicago Bear. Caleb Williams, he's going to go through the same thing because he has nobody, just like Coach Studd say, he has no good offensive coordinator there. If you ask me, they don't know nothing about really like football to me. You know what I mean? They don't teach these kids. And he got a great coach in Pittsburgh, even though, just like I say, I don't like Pittsburgh. But he got a great coach in Pittsburgh, a great teacher, and he's going to be excellent. He's going to excel, and he's going to beat Chicago to death.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So now some things have also happened for some other people. Mike Williams is now going to be with the Jets. And they also indicate that they have some O-line coming in there, to the Jets. Coach Studd, what's your thoughts?
I was surprised that they let him get away from him, Mike Williams, but he's gone to the Jets now, and they do have a quarterback. They just need to get him healthy over there by the name of Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to put up some big numbers. He got 2 more good years in him, but you got to protect him now. We got to keep our eye on them.
That's right.
Some good moves now. We got to keep our eye on them Jets now.
Wow, Coach Studd saying stuff about the Jets. Okay. All righty. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, the Jets. Jets.
Let's go Jets, baby. Listen, I didn't agree with a lot of the other moves that they made, but the O-line has to be, no matter who the quarterback is. If you don't have that O-line together, we're going to end up back in the same position we've been in for we don't need to go back however many years. I feel that they should have done better with the backup quarterback. I mean, Tyrod Taylor, okay, but I think we needed better than that. It's like you telling me that Aaron Rodgers is the great of the great. You can't now go minimum after him. They should have gotten Justin Fields or the likeness of. Hell, they could have even got, what's the boy name that went to Atlanta? We would have gave him obviously nearly as much money as they gave him, but
this I'm definitely going to speak about. Kirk Cousins to the Jets.
Kirk Cousins.
No. I can't believe that he gets his money and he hasn't won one playoff game. Not one.
I don't think anyone can believe that.
You talk about Dak Prescott, everybody talk about his money and he fails this and then fails that. This dude is gonna make almost a $250 million and 0 playoff wins.
Okay, we talking about the Jets now.
Okay, now the Jets.
My number 1 team.
They did a great job at the offensive line. Now they got Mike Williams. He's opposite Garrett Wilson. Mm-hmm. Now you got a number 1, you got a number 2. All they need is a slot receiver. They got the tight end and they got the running back. So Breece Hall is going to be a beast now. Aaron Rodgers could play the way he wants to play. Now he got weapons.
Now he need to play like he keeps saying he can play.
Oh, he's going to play. He's too much of a competitor not to come back and play. So you don't be surprised if he try to go for the MVP. And he got a lot of people in front of him. That AFC is way talented this year than ever. Mm-hmm. The AFC used to be a cupcake compared to the NFC back in the days. Now the AFC is like loaded.
Okay. Coach Charles Morris.
Just like Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz and Coach Studd say, man, that was a great move for the Jets, man. Even though I haven't watched the Jets a whole lot, but you got to have somebody to protect Aaron Rodgers, man. He cannot succeed on his back because, we get these age and these injuries, man, they take a long time to heal. It's like Coach Fritz said, he got about 2 more years in him. I see Aaron Rodgers being an MVP candidate, if they get this line together. And with this coach, Mike Williams, that's a great move, for them. They got somebody who know about the offensive line and how to protect the quarterback. So, Coach Tisha, salute y'all, Jets.
Appreciate that.
All right. So that's the Jets. But now there is a position that some people's trying to say they almost kind of expendable. Safeties in the NFL. Safeties. What's going on with their safeties in the NFL? They're almost like they're trying to treat them like the running backs right now. Coach Charles Morris.
Well, I don't know the big thing about that and why they doing these safeties like this, but
tell you.
The offensive line, the defensive line, they are putting so much pressure on these NFL quarterbacks they're just sitting back there not really even doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man at Kansas City, man, with this big contract he got, man. The defenses are beefing up right now. So my Cowboys, I hate this.
Oh, another Cowboy fan?
But I went in the transfer portal though. And I went to the Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
But just like I said, man, they need to tighten up, man. It just, I don't know why they're doing these cornerbacks like this. They got some good cornerbacks out there. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Diggs at the Cowboys, man. But they're just not getting these guys their money, man. And they're just doing away with them. I guess they call them expendable, I guess.
And that's what they're trying to treat it. It's like the safeties now they're almost expendable, that you focus just on the corners, but then you still got to have people to cover that middle. And you still need people at times to have some pressure. But again, we now go to Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz.
Yeah, okay. So the way they're devaluing the safeties, like you said, like Coach Charles said, the defense is you got pass rushers running after the quarterback. So they made there's not too many slot receivers that go through the middle where the safety is going to be sitting there waiting for them. So the safeties are just sitting back and going, hey, and by the time the safety gets into play, they're getting beat by a taller receiver or flashy receiver. So you see a lot of receivers getting beat by Chase, Jefferson, Diggs, all the elite receivers. You see the safeties are getting beat, and most of the safeties are short, and most of the wide receivers are tall, and a lot of them they just stay in the middle, and there's no slot receivers going down the middle no more. Everybody's going either deep one side or the other side. Oh well, I can't say that. I see CD Lamb has gone through the slot. They use them in different positions. I had to give you that, Charles.
Appreciate that, Coach.
You didn't have anything to add, and then Coach Tisha, you're good.
No, I let him have that one.
Okay, all right. Coach Stud.
Very interesting topic there. They trying to treat these safeties like they're actually indispensable now. I disagree. With a pass happy lead that now, and just like Coach Fritz said, some receivers gonna require double coverage. You got Jamar Chase. Them guys, you got to have a safety over the top because he's gonna juke that corner and get free. You got to have somebody over the top. The Jaguars let Jenkins get away. He went to Seattle, but they brought in Donnell Savage from the Green Bay Packers, so I was pretty much okay with that. But Jenkins won some serious games, came up with some big plays. The seal the few victories that the Jaguars had, and he'd come down in the box and he was physical, and that must have been I couldn't understand that move there, but they did bring in Donnell Savage from the Green Bay Packers, so I was okay with that. I still feel like we lose a little bit there, but not as much though. But the safeties is an important part of the game. That's your last line of defense. We got to get real here now. Hey, who gonna be back there? They may bite on play action, but what? They back 15 yards off the ball. So they can make up. But they playing them like they're inexpensive now. They really are. That's my take on that.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go to a commercial. Mr. Producer, we go to a commercial. We're at the top of the hour. This is Ebony Sports Reporters. And this is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Stud, Coach Charles Morris, Coach Tisha, and Coach Fritz. And we say support our advertiser. Our advertisers, Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, with offices in Atlanta, Statesboro, and Savannah. Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Junior Boulevard. Shep Food and Gas, Shepherd Brothers Food and Gas, located at Styles and Gwinnett Street here in Savannah, Georgia. As we say, don't ride by, stop by. And in addition, One Price Cleaners, located in the Farmers Market on Highway 80 in Garden City, Georgia. One Price Cleaners. And so we are back. And this right here, this is for, again, some of our people here. And not that we trying to pick on anybody. We're not picking on anyone, but this is some breaking news that was sent to us. This was some breaking news sent to us, and so we gotta give you all the breaking news. And let us go to it right now. I thought we had it up. Oh wait, yes, breaking news. It came from Coach Tisha. Coach Tisha.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Multiple Chiefs fans require amputations due to frostbite after the fourth coldest NFL game ever. Coach Charles Morris, why do you do that? That's why he got on the Kansas City cap right now. That's why he got on. He want to rub in the people's face right now. Coach Charles Morris, I didn't do it. Coach Tisha did it. I'm just a follower.
I don't know what's going on. Why wouldn't you put on clothes or whatever in that type of cold weather? I don't care what you drinking or what you eat or whatever. When you freeze up and the body freezes and your blood cells and everything just start, it's just crazy, man. I don't know what to say about Kansas City, man. I've never been in that type of cold weather, but I can imagine how cold it was in Kansas City, man. But that is ridiculous. I tell you, you ain't got to worry about it. When I go down there, I'm having on everything. Like them old bombers y'all had down there in New York City, one of those coats. You know what I mean? Because but his mother is from New York. She's from Brooklyn, so she is sure I'm not going down there playing in that cold like that. Oh yeah, and they coming to Atlanta, I think, too, this year too.
That works.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So you and Coach Julius Hall will be there since he has tickets for the Atlanta Falcons. So I guess you and Coach Julius Hall will be sitting right up there on opposite sides. He already sit on the visitor side anyway. That's what he got tickets for. Again, got season tickets for the Falcons, but he got the tickets for the visitor side. That's Coach Julius Hall, who went to Tompkins High School, but I leave that alone. So, Coach Stud.
I'm like Coach Charles Morris there. Hey, you're playing in Kansas City, fans. You know you got to put on the proper clothes. This is a cold that you be in. You know what clothing you need. You still gonna be able to cheer them on, but you got to get warm. It's cold out there. That was just disbelief there. You got to dress proper for the game.
Yes.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Yes, to dress proper is to be home watching it like I was. Like, are you kidding me? Who is sitting in that cold?
That's right.
That standstill type of cold, that's a different type of cold.
Especially
now, if you're moving
north.
around and you get your blood moving, that's different. You're in one spot. I was just in disbelief when I saw that. I was like, wait, so do you know the process it takes to get to frostbite? So you sat there through all of that when them fingers and toes and stuff started changing colors. That wasn't your indication when you lost feeling. It didn't dawn on you. You know what? I know I spent all this money for the tickets, but I don't want to lose no limbs. So let me leave. Like, that was just crazy.
We up north, and we get a lot of cold. I put everything on. I got dry fit, pants, shirt, thick socks. I put them all on. Once I feel the weather's gonna be just a little nippy, I layer up. It's easy to take off the layers as opposed to not being layered up. Oh my God, I hate the cold. So to stay out there to the point of frostbite, they're crazy.
I think that was just really ignorance, to be honest. Like, that just didn't make sense. You're standing in or sitting in one spot. It was 50 below zero damn near. What did you think was going to happen? But I was like, hey,
We went to Canada.
glad they won.
We went to Canada, and the guy put us in a booth to test out the
Yes,
Canada
Canada coats.
The Canada coat. It's a nice thick coat. He put us in the booth. Man, we went there in the summertime. My whole leg was started to numb out. Everything from
the coats are warm.
The coat was warm,
but
everything else below the coat, no.
We was like, we done.
We done.
You can let us out.
Yeah.
Nice coat.
Yeah, it wasn't even worth the staying in there to see. It's too cold.
Coach Tony Mitchell said that real fans will endure all of that, and they'll go through that. Real fan. He said real fans. That's what Coach Tony Mitchell said. That's what he said. And frostbite doesn't matter. That's what Coach Tony Mitchell said. So just let y'all know that.
You didn't have to him yet.
Hey, we can hear Coach.
Also, when you have a son playing on that team, you have to get out there. How's he doing, Coach Morris?
Oh, you doing well.
That's good.
Matter of fact, he's doing a couple of clips, but he's gonna start working out him and a couple of linemen.
Okay, cool. Congrats.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And you see, they don't have frostbite because they move around.
I know that's right. Anytime the hot coffee freezing up, it's time.
Exactly.
So we have a highlight.
Pumping them up here in the early going. Nice pass for Wilkins. Isaiah and Dominique combined.
It seems so simple with two great players like Isaiah Thomas and Dominique. The timing on that is incredible. The championship series, Detroit.
The bounce pass for Wilkins. Thomas and Wilkins combining.
Even Dominique like that one. He was way above the rim.
Here's the play of the first quarter. The bounce pass from Isaiah.
And Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Dominique.
Oh,
he was on fire back then. What?
The human highlight. That dude was everything for basketball. Yeah. Atlanta was like on the map. It was everything for them. He was a professional. He was a great dunker, great all around player. He Hall of Famer, everything.
Yeah.
Loved this game.
Did a lot for Atlanta. I enjoyed him.
I thought you was going to show the other two dunks.
No, we're going to do that another time.
Yeah, you can't disrespect Anthony Edwards. I told you about that at the beginning of the year. That's all.
Coach Charles Morris.
Oh, man, shouts out to Dominique, man. He was just like Coach Fritz said, man, he was a human highlight, man. All you got to do is put it up there, he's going to get it, man. And when he was in the slam contest, all this one, and when this man hang in the air and all this, and I used to do that too, Jerome. I used to do that. Yes.
Oh,
in my
wow.
days, I used to do that. Julius Hall throw me alley hoops. I used to go get it.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. So I just want you to know. But no, I had a point guard, seriously, when I played in high school. Ramon Lloyd used to throw it up to you. You can go check. We played against Beach High School. I'm going to talk about Jenkins. Played against Beach High School. The tip-off, the first play of the game, and the Christmas tour, Joe Green tournament. My former boys club partner, Gerard Pugh, tried to take a charge. I went straight over his head. Coach Jenks at that time had to call a timeout and ask who was that guy that don't fly like that. He thought I was Dominique. True story. Check it out. I know. Oh, he froze?
Yeah, right.
He froze.
Yeah, I was frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then you can ask, matter of fact, one of your fellow HB guys, ask Gino Groover. Ask Gino Groover at Jenkins.
Okay.
Ask Gino Groover.
All right. Coach Stud.
Dominique Wilkins put dunking the basketball on the map in the NBA. He took it to a whole new level. He made fans like the idea of the basketball getting dunked. In my opinion, he's the best dunker that I've seen.
Very creative.
Very creative.
Very
They gave Jordan the slam dunk contest over him in 1988 because it was in the United Center. The hometown crowd sided with Jordan. Dominique won that dunk contest in 1988. Hands down. He sure did. They gave Jordan the 50. The home crowd. Yeah.
All right. So we do have a video. I was going through some stuff. I found a video of Coach Charles Morris because, again, sometimes this goes Julius Hall, but guess what? We've now found video of Coach Charles Morris.
Uh-oh.
As a pole dancer. As a pole dancer. So, Coach Charles Morris, which one was the most exciting one of those that you did, Coach Charles Morris?
Oh, the jumping off the building and grabbing on the pole. Jamal, you got me, man. I like that. After all the things I've done to you, man, I apologize.
Oh, wow.
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 Oh, my God.
Man, I didn't know you were going to put me on that front street like that, man. That was awesome, man. But you'll never see me do nothing like that.
I had to go do some research. I said, I found him. So, yeah. Good stuff.
Great research, great piece there. Especially the jumping off on the pole. But some episodes I saw they might need to send our Navy SEALs through that training course when he was coming off the building. Yeah, that need to be a course for our Navy SEALs.
Wow. Oh.
Yep.
Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
That's like beyond being a daredevil. Like that's a boys thing, obviously.
Woo! Working for the phone company, climbing telephone poles. I'll give you the pole. That I could do. The other stuff, yeah, that's not happening.
It's not happening at all.
And you know, you got to be young and dumb to do those kind of stunts.
Oh, boy.
Young, dumb, and have this heart. Other than that, you can forget that.
All right. And Coach Tony Mitchell said that we can't forget about, Sean Kemp. We got some stuff for Sean Kemp coming up, Coach. Just wait, Coach Tony Mitchell, not this week right here, but we got some other stuff. And so that's why we're going to get into Knife Ninja. Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Knife Ninja.
He must have want them clothes.
It'd have been stuck underneath the bottom of my foot.
Exactly.
I'd be like, oh, time to go to the hospital. Nice.
That was nice.
Nice.
But nah.
I don't play like that.
Right. One slip up and you no longer 10 toes down at that point. I'm good.
Coach Charles Morris.
Oh man, that's crazy. I'll never do this. Like Coach Rick said, I'll never do that, man. I'd be gonna lose my toes. I need my toes. So I can catch up with you, Jamal. I gotta catch you. I gotta get you for that one. I'm gonna have to get a clip. I'm gonna have to talk to Julius. I'm gonna have to find a clip. I can't let that go. But again, I apologize.
He can't let it go, but he still apologized.
Cool stuff.
That was nice, but I would never attempt it. I need my toes.
Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna have the lottery coming up, and some people making a critique with regard to the lottery and talking about our athletes, our players from the United States when it comes to the NBA. They're talking about how they're not out there like we should be out there with regard to the talent we got. We got the talent being athletes, but there's some other things we're lacking, fundamentals. And that Europeans, this is some Coach Shikari Lee Andrews talked about, that the Europeans are coming in and it's an invasion. And so people are talking about that. They talk about how Europeans, they practice 5 days a week and play one game. Whereas with this thing called AAU, you play 5 games and you practice a half an hour before your game. So this is somebody else who was talking about the AAU who said this years ago.
Kobe, you've been pretty critical of the AAU system and the way American players are brought up.
Not pretty critical, I'm extremely critical. I hate it. Because it doesn't teach our players how to play the right way. How to think the game, how to play in combinations of threes. And I think everything is it's a reward system. I think coaches who are teaching the game are getting rewarded one fashion or another. And it's just a showcase.
Do you feel like
it's absolutely horrible for the game.
The young guys that are coming up, do you feel like the game is kind of stiff, whereas when your guys were more skilled?
Yeah, but I think that was just by luck in the generation that I grew up in. You know what I mean? Because like my generation is when the AAU basketball really started becoming shit. And I got lucky because I grew up in Europe.
Right.
And, everything there was still fundamental. So I learned all the basics. And I think we're doing a tremendous disservice to our young basketball players right now. And that's something that definitely needs to be fixed, and it's going to be one of the things that I definitely focus on.
Do you think of Dame?
So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts?
I agree with what Kobe said, but Kobe was one of the NBA players that put in the practice, put in the work to get to the level of play that he was at. The NBA, only our elite of the elite play in the NBA. We all know kids that we went to high school with, some even college with, and we say, "Oh, he's supposed to be in the NBA." Mm-hmm. That's easier said than done now. That player probably wouldn't have made an NBA roster, let alone come off the bench. The elite of the elite play in our NBA. And unfortunately, them European players are taking over. They becoming lottery picks. You know the money that they coming in for just signing? They are becoming lottery picks. And until we put that practice in, they're going to continue to do that. Them NBA scouts are looking for players that can get them to a championship. A championship. And that's what they out to get. And they don't care where they have to go to get it.
Absolutely right. Absolutely correct. And Coach Charles Morris.
I look at the AAU at 2 ways, man. They are showcasing some guys with talent that they are not really teaching them, just like Kobe said, the basic skills. They are just putting them on display because they are the best in their high school and in their city, and you're forgetting about the other elite players. But it goes both ways. It's a good thing to showcase the talent, but it's just favoritism to me. You know what I mean? AAU is favoritism. You know what I mean? So I like it both ways, and just up and down with me. That's just my thought. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Kobe. You know what I mean? They don't put in the work like the European players do, man. These guys are really putting in the work because they want to compete at the higher level with the NBA. And they coming in and getting this money.
Okay, Coach Shisha, Coach Fritz.
Kobe was spot on. Kobe was always a workaholic, and he made sure I agree with both coaches. His craft, he harnessed his craft, and that's why he was able to win 5 championships. Jordan won 6, Magic won 5. They practiced at their craft. They wasn't, I'll come in when I want to come in. Those players that did that in the NBA, they were gone. They didn't win championships, and they were gone. They didn't last that long. But you had players that put in the time, worked on their body, and they wind up getting a championship. You know what I'm saying? As you see Zion, he lost 25 pounds. He's balling now. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids Oh my God. Some of these kids do need the fundamentals. I went to play not too long ago and I'm watching them shoot threes. I'm like, what the hell? And you know, the game we play, you know, if you airball it, I'm gonna put it up. I don't have to take it back. So I'm gonna put it up. I was scoring all those points. I was like, yeah, keep shooting those threes. They don't have the fundamentals, they don't have the skills, and they think they Steph Curry or you know whoever else is jacking threes, and or Trey Young, and I'm sitting there going, dude, nobody's rebounding, you know. Or don't tell me how to play my game. That's my game. I was like, okay, good. Don't pass him the ball no more. Oh my, whew, Lord! I played in her family reunion, and first they were looking at me like, eh. Next day they were like, hey, OG, hey, how you doing? All right, buddy. Yes, buddy. I was like, just keep shooting those threes and missing. Because all I'm going to do is rebound and, you know, no low post move, no basics, no nothing. Nothing to know mismatches, no what's, you know, like you said, it's more showcase.
And not much has changed from when he made that statement till now.
Nah.
Look at how long ago that statement was made. So, I mean, it's still a lot to learn. People are in the NBA for different reasons. So some are in there obviously for the love of the game. Some are in there for the love of their family. You know, it's a way of life for them, and this is their, you know, their way out of certain situations. So it's just different. And the fact that the European players are definitely getting a lot of the spotlight, that's gonna be up to us. How long we gonna let that go on before your kid or the neighbor kid stop getting
Okay. And this next topic, just something quickly, Coach Fritz alluded to it. Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. What you think is going to happen with regard to what do you foresee for that? You know, we just get your thoughts with regards to that. The Pelicans and Zion Williamson lost weight, and now are they a threat to the folks in the West?
Yes. Yes, they're gonna be. You're not gonna want to face a team like that that's hot when they gelling at the right time. And everybody's talking about Zion, and Zion's playing lights out. McCullough has been taking a step back. Brendan Ingram has been taking a step back. They're like, okay, if we get Zion and Jones up to speed, they're gonna ball out when it comes to playoff time.
If Zion could just stay focused and stop listening to the outside noise and understand that yes, you're young, but take the constructive criticism as a positive versus a negative. You know you big. Everybody know you big. You know that you're getting hurt more the more weight that you're going to carry. So you have to make the decision what you want for yourself. You want to be a great player, then do the work that takes to be that great player. Get out your feelings. Like get out your feelings.
All right. We go to Coach Stud.
I'm glad to see that Zion had took the necessary steps and lost the weight, because at one point I was concerned that he was going to eat himself out of the NBA.
Exactly.
You know, I was very concerned about that. But the Pelicans got a great nucleus there, and they're going to be something to be reckoned with in the playoffs now. Just like Coach Fritz said, they got a great nucleus there, and they're going to start the gel together, and they're going to be something to be reckoned with in that West. They definitely is. Now, I like the Pelicans. Young nucleus, Zion is coming around now. He finally decided, hey, I got to get this weight off me, you know.
Right.
Because I was afraid that he was going to eat his way out of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
It's close.
All right. Coach Charles Morris.
Just like Coach Stud and Coach Fritz said, man, I look at the Pelicans. They got a good team, man. Just as long as they can keep Zion on the court, and his weight down, he'll be an awesome player because, you know, he's very talented. And I thought, just like he said, Coach Stud said, he's going to eat his way out the NBA, because you can't go on in the NBA, man, high as you jump, keep bringing them weight down on your knees, man. Right. That's going to take you where you don't want to be, you know. Now you got to get shots, you know, you got to have surgery and all this, and your career will be short. But it's a great thing that he losing the weight, and just like you say, Coach Teacher, listen to the criticism and, you know, take it and, you know what I'm saying, exceed with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get into back talk with everybody about this and that. But you know you need to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? In college and high school, It was great. You push everybody around, but everybody in the NBA is about that quickness, man. You know what I'm saying? And longevity in the NBA. Because as long as he keep that weight down, I see him making the, you know what I'm saying, Pelicans making a run.
Okay. And this clip that we have right now, this is a clip that I also got, and this was a fishing expedition that was done off of the Atlantic, done by Coach Stud, Coach Charles Morris, and Coach Julius Hall. The ones mainly who are in the video are Coach Charles Morris and Coach Julius Hall, fishing expedition that they were on.
I'm not apologizing anymore, man.
Oh my God.
That's enough. You got me. That's enough. I'm not apologizing.
Wow.
Cool Stud, man. You gotta get it,
The boat. They like, man, you got the boat. We out.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Coach Stud.
Well, you know, growing up here in Florida, you know, swimming and fishing, and some of us like the deep sea fish. But I tell you, I've been on numerous deep sea fishing trips. But if one of them ever was to come on board, I'm gonna be up there where the captain at. I ain't gonna have him flapping around now because he got some pretty sharp teeth. I ain't gonna be back there where he at. If he ever to come on the boat and one of them wheel him in, he jump over in that boat because you bring some stuff out the water now. Yeah.
So, Coach Charles Morris.
I'm about to call Julius, man. It's enough. It's enough. I'm like, Coach Stud, man. He can have that boat. I'm up there with the captain, man. I ain't do it. And I'm not a fish person. I don't fish, so I ain't got no business out there. So I don't know where you get that. But I'm gonna call Julius on you, man.
So, Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz.
The fish won, man. He got it. He had a boat. I'm going wherever he ain't.
I agree with both coaches. Everybody, I would not be in the same area as that fish.
Nah.
I do want to fish to get that off my bucket list, but like that, that'd be probably the first and the last time I fish.
So the last video we have, and this is tied to Anthony Edwards. And so again, some have made some comments about Anthony, and so this is a thought with regards to Anthony.
I just wish it stopped. Like, stop comparing me to Michael Jordan. He's Michael Jordan. I'm my own basketball player, so whatever I do. But yeah, I'm nowhere near Michael Jordan.
But if that era was today, do you feel like MJ could guard you?
Hell no.
I hit my head, I think on the rim, it's hurting real bad. I was just like, man, I'm finna go get this. I ain't never jumped that high in my life.
Igual palito, eu tô com pente botado, acerto sua cara, para.
Anthony Edwards, Coach Charles Morris.
Listen, man, that dude is amazing, man. I mean, really amazing. For him to be compared to Mike, my thing is take that as a big compliment. But every player wants their own identity. I understand him wanting his own identity, and he got that. This guy here can jump out the gym, man. I never seen a man hit his head on the back of the rim like that besides Julius Hall. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Edwards is a great player. Played with Georgia Bulldogs. So this guy, man, he's the sky's the limit. But him and Jordan competing, that would have been something to see, man. That would have truly been something to see. But back in that era, I don't think he could have handled that era back then. But he can hold his own, I'll tell you that. He's a beast.
All right. Coach Stud.
After that, well, he certainly is a beast now. He can hold his own. But back in that era, like Coach Charles Morris said, I would have to take Jordan. Jordan was also a great defensive player too now, just as well as on the offensive end. But he's a human highlight reel there now. And he keeping Minnesota going until they get Carl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert back. Yeah.
All right, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I'm a big fan. Great. I mean, whenever he's playing, it's like, get your popcorn because he about to do something either we've never seen before or haven't seen in a long time. So kudos to him.
I've been talking about it from the start of the season about Anthony Edwards. And I remember Mr. Julius Hall said, we'll see. He has highlights upon highlights. Him hitting his head up against the backboard. It was another Julius, but it wasn't. It was Julius Dr. Irvin that hit his head up against the backboard. Let's get that straight. I'm just getting that straightened out there.
We know it's Julius Irvin.
That dunk he did on John Collins.
Woo!
Jesus Christ. Listen, I came in here, I told her, I said, listen, there's two dunks you got to see. Anthony Edwards dunked on John Collins and Jalen Johnson dunked on Austin Reeves. Those two that's all they talked about. Well, they talked about Anthony Edwards more or less because he gave the dude a concussion.
Right.
That's crazy. Amazing, must watch. He is big tick box office, must watch TV when he's playing, and he's keeping his team. He put the team on his back until
he keeping them relevant
until everybody comes. Just like I gotta plug my Knicks. Just like Jalen Brunson is doing.
All right. And this has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Charles Morris, Coach Stud. And if you want to be on the will call tickets, contact us. Our Black Media contact us. Let it be known. Contact Coach Julius Hall or myself so we can let only Lindsey Streeter for the Savannah Hurricanes know to put you on the will call list. And we'll see y'all next week. Glad to have the coaches here with us and glad that we did not have Coach Julius Hall here with his stories too. But guess what? Coach Charles Morris made up for it. Bam.
Wolverines, baby. Wolverines.
Bye.
Like this.